Alright, I started the stream. Um, Again, do I have the two? Yes, I do have the 2-minute delay. Alright. So I now need to make a choice on the background music. And I was thinking, relaxing Gran Turismo music, you know? You feel me? I don't know if you guys feel me on that, but I think that sounds pretty good. Either way, I'll wait with choosing my music until the stream delay has finished. So because otherwise I can't hear myself on stream, you know, and then I don't know like what sounds good and what I want to do. In the meantime, it's gonna be I'll play a random battle in the meantime, I suppose. It's gonna be Papiloco versus Entrocefalo or Sofalo. Pretty excited for that one. I'll call him Entro for short. Entro, Madaraaaa, Aragon, me, and Despacito have been prepping a little bit together. A very little bit. We just have this one small group chat where we kinda, I don't know, show some teams in, you know, give each other teams or ask each other for like opinions or whatever. So I'm rooting for Entro. Either way, I would like, even though I'm rooting for Entro, I do want it to go to game 3, whatever. So, you know, that's something I would be excited for. I'm playing some really stupid shit. I suppose IceQ can do. Yo, what the fuck am I playing? This guy really brought all the unfun stuff out. Fuck, I'm belly drumming in front of all the threats. Oh, I'm hearing my own stream, let's go. And I can finally decide what I want for music. But I need to wait 2 minutes on that again, so I'll just put this on in the background meanwhile. Oh, I'm really thinking that Gran Turismo music. Maybe not this one in particular, but maybe Concentration. I'm feeling that one. Either way, I can now check if the sound volume is alright. So that should help. Time to get this fucking Wuchin out of here. Never mind, Wuchin is not getting out of here, and IceQ is probably fucking dying. Let's go. It is no matter though, I have that revival blessing in the back, but I can't beat Belgium up again, so that's a shame. Bro, they really gave me the most unfun stuff imaginable. Fucking hell, help me. Like, fucking free me of this bullshit. No! Oh, whoa, that did more than I thought. Good start, I suppose. Did I crit or something? No, I didn't even crit. Maybe I was underestimating. Cockfel's power. Huh. Either way, I would like, even though I'm rooting for Entro, I do want it to go to game 3, whatever. Honestly, no, I'm not feeling the Gran Turismo music. I'm feeling this, I think. Or not, I don't know. No, I am feeling this. Yes, I think this is the background music I want to go with. I think this volume should be good. Yeah, I'm getting like turbo schmand. This is a bad look for me. Let's get the fuck out of here. Can I already hear my own? Wait. Finally decide what I want for music. But I need to wait 2 minutes on that again, so I'll just put this on in the background meanwhile. Oh no, my dog is going at it. Oh. Maybe not this one in particular, but maybe Concentration. I'm feeling that one. The music is at a good volume though. Either way, I can now check if the sound Alright, so I'll be right back. I'll be calming my dog, so BRB. Oh, yes, I'm back. Wait, where's the music? Yes. Oh, can I? But I need to wait 2 minutes on that again, so I'll just put this on in the background meanwhile. Oh no, my dog is going at it. Oh. Maybe not this one in particular, but maybe. Can I already hear my own? Wait. Right, maybe the music needs to be a little bit less loud. Oh no, my dog is going at it. Oh. Maybe not this one in particular, but. Yes, I think this should be fine. Yes, I like this. Okay. In the meantime, I actually put some different music on in the background. Really indecisive currently on what type of music I want. Oh. I should not forget to announce the stream. For thingy. In the W card. Wait, what is the glass work making noise? Oh, yeah, what's up?
Oh.
Yo, what up?
How's it going?
Yo, well... Oh, the whole squad joins. Okay, let's go. Hello, hello. Yo, fuck this guy if he has all fucking dark types.
Are they playing on Smog Tours, do you know?
No, but both told me they would link me the game when it starts, so... I'm sure that will turn out alright.
Yeah.
Either way.
I need to get my Twitch stuff shut up.
Oh, I already am streaming it, if you don't mind
okay.
it at least.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
Okay, cool. So, Grandma, tell me.
I just said I would cast, so I wasn't sure.
Is there any team for the derby you would really like to get on, you know? Maybe our team, because we're the cool kids, but, you know.
I don't really have a preference.
Alright, cool, it's us. We have the best logo, so, you know, you feel me?
I haven't actually looked at, like, any of the team stuff. I kind of just signed up, and then I haven't done anything since.
Completely forgot about all the other stuff.
That's what I do, like, every tour. Like, I don't really care what teams are on.
If one of my friends are managing, I'll, like, talk briefly with them about it, but, like, it doesn't always guarantee that I even get drafted. Like, I haven't been drafted in a VGC team tour since VGC PL, and that was the only one I ever got drafted in.
How long is that to go?
I started signing up for those kinds of tours in like 2017.
Oh, that's like 5 years ago. Like 6 years. Whoa, 6 years already, damn.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, fuck. God.
Like
I wasn't like good until like, God, like late 2019 though. So, and then I was like left for 2020 and 2021.
stopping it.
Max.
You
I was
dipped on
so
your,
pissed off with Gen 8.
I do understand that.
Yeah, but when I got into Gen 9 again, it was like, oh, this is so much better. And I won the first tournament in North America. Like, it was a small one. It was like a side event.
Wait, are we talking VGC now? Are we talking VGC now?
Yeah.
I was about to say, because I
yeah.
really prefer Gen 8 OU. Like, over Gen 9
Oh,
OU.
God, I love it. I love it over Gen 8 VGC. I don't really like either of Gen 9 stuff.
No, Gen 9 is
frankly.
fucking... so far, in-game and just competitive has been shit, in my opinion. It's all going fucking downhill.
I was a boomer. You were a boomer.
Actually,
Yeah, possibly.
I quite like Gen 9 in-game.
No!
Me too.
No, like deadass. Like deadass.
Oh, I hate both of you. Okay.
I don't know if it's just like, oh, I'm like finally appreciating casual mons again, or what, but I just like the Scarlet and Violet.
Okay.
I think the world looks pretty, like, not like great, but it's like, it's a lot better than Sword and Shield.
I do want to say this though, and I think this is like an unpopular opinion, but so I would like to hear you guys' opinion on it, but I fucking hate Penny. Oh, I despise Penny.
You have the most random opinions.
Oh
no, that's not a random opinion. That's a valid opinion.
I was thinking of Peony. From Sword and Shield.
No, he's a baller. No, kinda. He's half a baller.
Yeah, Penny's the hacker, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really play this story all that much.
Now, there was a point in Area Zero, you know, when the whole
just...
gang of goons goes down there to fix whatever the fuck's going on. That was just half screaming at my Switch, being angry at the bad fucking right. Oh, man, that bothered me.
Okay, but the writing in Pokemon games have never really been that good.
No, but this was
like halfway
but,
decent one with Black and White and Black and White 2.
Listen. You have, like... That's something else, but this was just... annoying. I feel like it doesn't have to be good. It shouldn't just be annoying.
No, it was
like
so slow.
Yo!
That was a long process. I did not like the story of. I didn't like the story of Scarlet and Violet. I didn't like the story of Sword and Shield.
No, Sword and Shield had no story. Realistically, there was fucking nothing going on there. Oh, by the way, they're starting now. I just got told.
Oh. Okay.
Let me switch music.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I should not forget to announce the stream. Smogon doubles. OST discussion.
We're good.
There we go, bam. Stream matches, baby. Woo! Alright. Still need to get the link from them, though. I hope they play on Smoktor, so that would be a bit easier for us to catch, but otherwise I'm sure we'll also figure it out. Papiloco.
Neither of them are online. If they're playing already,
no, Papiloco is online on main. And
yeah, I don't think they're playing on Smog Tours, which is unfortunate.
Entro is also online.
Okay, it is a private game on main.
It's up.
W.
A private game on main. Oh, interesting. By the way, Entro is still in a Gen 7 Ubers game. Oh, no, never mind. He was just spectating. That's over. Right, let's see. I can't join for some reason.
They might have made it public. Drop the last bit.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not.
We have...
Can you guys join it?
2 very interesting teams here.
Yo, can you see it? I can't. What's going on?
Skill issue.
Okay, there we go. I got in now.
Oh,
okay.
Yo, what?
They didn't
this?
actually.
Yeah, it was lagging for me too.
Yeah, what the fuck
Yeah,
is
that
going
was
on?
weird. Pokemon Showdown moment.
Oh, there we go. Finally, let's go. Oh, I was talking to Entro. I already told that in the beginning of the stream, but Aragon, Madaraaaa, Entro, Despacito, and myself, we have this little like groups where we kind of help each other out sometimes. And I was talking with Entro, and he showed me this team, and I played first. I'm not a fan of his team. I do respect the Scizor and the Houndstone. I've been a long lover of Scizor. Even pre-home, I was using it, I was rocking it, but like I'm happy to see it finally picks up steam. Either way, it looks like the Palafin from Papiloco is about to do some massive fucking work because
Yeah.
the only thing I see that can stop it is a Volcanion. And that probably gets handled by Lando and Rillaboom if played right. Although his and then we're talking Entro. His Volcanion is also looking pretty decent. Either way, I'll switch sides to Luke from Entro's perspective, since he's the one I'm rooting for.
Little bit of commentary bias, eh?
Oh, absolutely.
Certainly
Are you guys
some
rooting
interesting
for someone?
teams, even from both sides. The Papiloco's team looks a little bit like something Zoe sent me a while ago. Definitely got some offense there, as well as some pretty good natural bulk. Probably some crap. What am I trying to say here? Pollen Puff potentially from the Mew here.
Oh yeah,
sustain. That's the word. Some sustain with the Mew from the Pollen Puff. Keeping
not
everything
sighted.
pretty healthy. The Houndstone does actually look quite threatening though.
It's Scarf Golden Go.
Interesting.
Or it's like a really fucking slow
That's a good
Zapdos.
protect.
That's a really good protect.
Yeah.
This was a
I'm
nice
guessing
mid-round
that's
Papiloco made, predicting Scizor to come in.
Looked like
Probably.
it looked like a reading the steel type switch in. Even the well, not really the Tyranitar.
I get it, because if it didn't protect, it would have gone into the Zapdos, and if it switched out, it would have gone into the Scizor. So that was always a nice play. The protect was just a good play from Entro. Right.
At the same time, though, if the Flutter main switches to Volcanion, you don't really get any momentum here. I think just in general, clicking the Wisp into Zapdos is probably safer.
True. Well, do you guys think it's gonna be Bulk or Palafin? By the way, it's pretty nice that Zapdos set up Tailwind, but I didn't know Zapdos Galar got Tailwind. Is that new Gen 9 or?
It's a TM now, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I did not remember it having that Gen 8. Either way, do you think it's Bulk or Palafin? I think it probably is.
Definitely
it looks like a pretty bulky team, and Bulk Palafin is pretty common.
I don't know why that was an interesting choice to go with. Barely missing out on the KO, but never mind.
Non-citrus Mew is one of the flavors of all.
I mean, citrus wouldn't have mattered too much, besides for more recoil.
There.
Yeah, maybe he forgot it had Defiant. Maybe he thought this was just Cantonian Zapdos. Who knows? Either way, if the Zapdos has Protect...
not bluffing the... it considering it ate a Citrus Berry on turn 1 there, Protect is definitely a possibility right now.
Because then you're in a pretty nice spot being an Entro. Probably you want to chip that Lando a little bit. Or whatever the fuck is coming into that slot. Although I assume he will try to fake out Zapdos and pull something off with Lando.
You know what Papiloco's team reminds me of?
Tell me.
It reminds me of like one of the teams I put in the Team Bazaar. It has E-Train over Chi-Yu and Golden Go over Fluttermane.
See the double Protect come out here and the fake out going to the Zapdos. Probably, Stomping Tantrum.
I'm not sure if protecting on the Flutter was that necessary. I think he would probably take that Stomping. Although, with that said, Fluttermane is 50-50-50-50, like 55 HP.
Yeah, at the same time though, not having to take the Stomping Tantrum is probably pretty good there, and now you can get damage into both slots or double into one slot.
I think you want to double into
relatively
the
safely here.
I think you want to double into the Rillaboom slot. Or no, what I would do is I would Brave Bird Lando and I would Shadow Ball Rillaboom. There's no way that Rillaboom is staying in.
I don't think the Landorus is going to drop to that. I think you can double either slot, as doubling the Rillaboom with Shadow Ball Brave Bird covers for switching into the Steel types, and doubling into the Landorus guarantees that you KO the Landorus or anything that would switch in here.
Never mind.
But at the same time,
I'm just said
going for the
35
safe
is still
switch
pretty
into
decent.
Scizor.
Stealth Rock going up.
Just hit the rocks. So
I don't know if I like
Volcanion
that, to
might
be honest. I don't think
be
Rocks
taking
hits
some
anything here.
No,
on the-
it is somewhat nice for Volcanion, but that's kind of irrelevant, I think. I do not think that was the optimal play, but I don't know.
No, I think you want to be putting damage onto this Zapdos because it can be very threatening in even just right now.
Yeah,
with
because-
a close combat into that slot here. You have to predict what they're going to go for, and they could also just ignore the Heatran. Because you threaten it so strong with a potential close combat here.
I think you are free to SD with Scizor actually, or Tailwind up with it if it got Tailwind.
Yeah, I think we can either see a close combat into the Heatran or a Tailwind, and the Scizor clicks Swords Dance. We could also see a Brave Bird and a Landorus predicting a Protect or a Switch.
Let's see. A Protect on
Or
the
a Protect
Capitals.
here and a
See a Bullet Punch.
And a Taunt. Okay.
interesting.
I assume Zapdos is
What
faster
that
now than
implies-
Lendo, so I don't know what the Taunt is about.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then implies like Gholdengo wasn't Scarf. Because if the Lando's clicking Taunt there, that means Papiloco knows that Zapdos is slow.
Or he's
Hypothetically.
assuming it's slow, and he
Yeah.
thinks this is my only way out
did,
of this.
It did move before the Mew and the Zapdos, though. Which is kind of suspicious, because most Mew are known to be running max speed.
Really? I have not seen Max Speed Mew in a while. I could just be wrong.
Maybe that's just leftover
I think it's
information
Scarf
from Gen 8, but
Gholdengo. It would also make sense on this
yeah,
team,
I have
think.
to agree. I have to agree. I'm thinking that they're maybe possibly going for a trick into the Scizor slot to try and lock it into a Swords Dance, maybe.
Yeah,
at
but
the same time, though,
isn't this your moment to get rid of that Zapdos? Or force it,
Exactly,
or do you
yeah.
just force it out? Is that the idea? You try to force it out, but in reality you just trick. Which, in case that was the plan, it worked out. Citrus Lendo,
Another Bullet Punch.
making it rain.
just goes for the Make It Rain.
I think the Gholdengo design. I know this has nothing to do with competitive, just the son of Gholdengo is so fucking wacky. Just
I'm
looks
not
like
too
one
sure
of
about
those
Stomping
cheese
Tantrum
strings.
into the Scizor. I feel like if you click Stomping Tantrum into the Zapdos slot, you get the KO on the Zapdos unless it protects. But it didn't protect last turn.
Yes. No, you're right. That would have been the better play.
Yeah, because then if they do stay in, they get KO'd by the Make It Rain, and then your Stomping Tantrum goes into the Scizor anyways. And at the same time, you cover for the switch into the double resist.
I do want to say,
of Make It Rain.
I do want to say though, you really want, if you're Entro, you want to keep this for Canyon because it looks like he's in a good position, but as soon as Pelifin becomes big Pelifin, like, you better be ready for that. And I don't see a solid counter. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Fine, that's interesting.
That's an interesting. It's also pretty good
Yeah,
for the
it's kinda
Pelifin, right?
walls
Because then
off.
you resist the fighting move it has,
Very
and of
much.
course Water Absorb,
Yeah.
you just start healing up yourself. What do
And
see?
you become ground immune to that Landorus, but I'm
SD.
still not too
big
sure
Swords
about that.
Dance. Does he get the burn?
No,
Does not
get the burn.
you kind of want that burn because you kind of wanted to switch Folk out because making that rain will now do actually like more than you like to. How much did making rain to
Yeah, we
Scizor?
just dropped the resist. Did just drop the resist to Make It Rain, so very much threatened here by even just a staying in with the Palafin and clicking Jet Punch.
And at
into
the same
Scizor.
time, if you switch it out, you're minus 25 again on switching on rocks, which is not ideal.
on that Volcanion,
Yeah.
Heat Wave might not even take the KO on the Gholdengo here. Its natural bulk might just keep it alive, and you may not even want to click it because you can safely switch that Palafin into a Heatran right now.
Yeah. That would be the ideal play, right? Because Scizor can't really threaten
At the
it.
same time,
Volcanion-
could also be covered for by clicking a Steam Eruption or an Earth Power
Yeah,
to
but
that
that
slot.
Yeah, but does it drop? I don't think it drops to Make It Rain, by the way. I think most Volcanions run AV. This looks like an AV.
No, I don't think
Folk
it
to
will
me.
drop.
Oh, okay. Water. I think this will be like.
No, I didn't.
Is it gonna be a Houndstone that will clutch it up?
Ooh.
I'm just thinking about it. Will Houndstone, because I think Houndstone is pretty bulky. I think it will take a Pelifin, and with Sandwip,
will
it will be the
definitely take a
fastest
hit
thing on
with
the
Pelifin.
field. You can't fake it out with Rilla because it's Ghost. I think, like, if he plays it right, Houndstone might win him the game, which would be cool to see. I'm a big Houndstone guy.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility.
Right,
Yeah,
Golden
so
Go is
three
not
bulk
longer really a big
You could
threat.
also see the bulk up come out now, though.
I think so. Yeah, there's no reason to
it
not do
goes.
it. But nevertheless,
Which
you're
could make it a lot harder for this Houndstone to sweep, as things will be taking stealth rocks, and still have to deal with that Starf Goldengo still.
true. With that said, for now, Goldengo is not a problem being at -2. So, like, of course, it will be a problem later on, but for now, you are a little bit free to move around it. A little bit more freely. Titar comes in.
At
You
the
need to be
same
careful
time,
of that
though,
Drain Punch on Titar.
yeah, I don't think that this Last Respects is going to be killing right now.
Depends. If it's Bandit,
no
it
way.
might.
I imagine
No
we
way.
probably see the Goldengo switch to Rillaboom or the Landorus. Going into Rillaboom gives you a little bit more recovery from grassy terrain to counteract that.
Nope, goes into Lando for the Intimidate spell. What if this Houndstone has Will-O-Wisp? It's one of those fat Houndstones. What if?
It is a possibility, yeah, I could see that.
Nope, it isn't.
Let's just go for the raw Last Respects, though. And this, I mean, take Stealth Rock on the switch in.
It will probably die to Jet Punch now. I think this
yeah,
is over. I think
agree.
Belafin just won.
At the same time, though, if you click the Jet Punch and the Fluttermane goes down, you do take an extra 50 base power
I don't think
on that Last Respects.
I
But I still don't even think that that'll KO, especially
No,
if
I
this is
agree.
a bulky Palafin.
Which looks
But
like
if it is a bulky Palafin and it's a bulky Fluttermane, this may not even drop to Jet Punch, as it is the Life Orb variety on the Fluttermane, so it may not be heavily invested in bulk.
I think Houndstone just needs to fucking crit, if I'm honest. I think the win con is critting.
Yeah,
Well,
that is probably the case. Maybe a Stomping Tantrum into the Houndstone, even a U-turn just to get that Rillaboom in sooner, to keep the HP on Palafin. But yeah, I think Jet Punch into the Fluttermane is more than likely what's going to be clicked here, and then it just matters.
Oh, I forgot that that protect actually.
And the Houndstone.
How much does this
Predicting
do?
the
Oh!
does
Oh,
get
there's-
But with that said, you're still a problem
but
with
they
that.
They double up, recognizing that the only losing play is getting crit by Last Respects, and
Yeah.
they correctly predict the protect.
The Golden Go will.
Definitely not over yet.
Yeah, the Golden Go will win.
Very much threatens a potential sweep here. Terra has been burned on both sides now, so
With that said,
Make It Rain definitely going to be very threatening right now.
Titar is. I don't know what this Titar is. I would probably run AVT. I think you are just praying on the off chance you get like a double protect and you live and you can set a tailwind, but I don't know. This is looking like mighty bleak.
You kind of need a triple protect, do you not?
A triple protect? No, if you tailwind up with Zapdos and then you protect on Flutter, no, that's a double, and then you maybe? I suppose this
That's
also
too far
works,
forward.
but okay. Oh, I get it, to lower the special attack stat. Titar always
Yeah.
surprises me with its bulk, I think, because I'm a big
So
Titar
many
fan.
citrus berries on
I
this
know.
team.
If you run AV Titar with no SPDF investment, I think you hit like 600 plus SPDF. It's like really insane.
Yeah.
Based on the
There's-
damage, it's not AV Tar though. I can tell
Yeah,
you that.
no. Well, no, it ate its
Oh,
area.
okay,
I think-
the double.
I'm not sure that the Make It Rain will even kill the Tyranitar right now because of the drop. Yeah, just
Okay.
barely hanging on.
That-
At
My
5%.
T-Tar's not doing much
But I'm
here.
not
Yeah.
too sure. I'm not
I
too
mean,
sure that
Maybe the
helping.
chip is like needed for Flutter. I have no clue.
But at the same time, though, unless the Zapdos can live
I
a
think
brave or can live a -2 Make It Rain, and get a Brave Bird off, I can't imagine that this wins still, because the Fluttermane, there's no way it's going to KO the 78%.
Rilla.
Really,
Well, it will be at more
I
because of
I think
Grassy.
this is going to be a cleanup from the
Right.
Goldango.
Oh no, never mind. You have
Um,
Sandstorm. Never mind.
Nothing has enough. There's not enough damage for this Fluttermane to just click Dazzle through through 3 Mons.
It needs to start critting all the Dazzles. I think that's
Yeah.
the new win con. New
That's a
win
good
con
I
point.
think there's no one on
We
here.
did
think
get
it's
the
over.
first crit here. But I imagine if the Make It Rain at -1 is doing 24 to a sand boosted Tyranitar, I'd imagine that the 28% Zapdos is going to drop. Even with another special attack drop.
Yeah, I think Entro lost this one. I really hope Entro wins game 2. First of all, I'm just, as I said, rooting for Entro, but I really want to see these players go to game 3. I think game 3 would be really exciting to get.
Not even trying to hide the bias.
No, not at all. Certainly not. Now, come on, he's a likable guy. I will say, though, before the match started, he told me, what would you bring to him? And I said Palafin, and I think I was correct on saying that. I think Palafin would have helped him quite a bit this match.
Would it?
Palafin.
Eh.
I think it would have helped for Entro.
The Goldango here with the Terra Water, though, and the Scarf Goldango could possibly just trick the Choice Scarf onto it, blocking a bulk up setup. And
I would always run
Gorilla Boom
Bandit
and
if I'm
my own
honest.
Palafin.
That's how I'm going. I like Bandit way more. But with that said, I always run it on Rain, right? So at that point you don't need to bulk up. Because if you have Bandit, Adamant on Rain, I think even resisted stuff drops in 1. But either way, we see Papiloco. Nothing takes that.
I played a VGC tournament against a Choice Band Palafin, and it OHKO'd my Amoonguss. With water wave crash in rain.
No, I know. It doesn't even surprise me.
My bold Amoonguss. It was near max defense, and it dropped in 1 hit.
Oh, that's fucking brilliant.
Water in rain.
Wait, Entro just DM'd me. Let me check on my phone so I don't like share it on stream.
Just a fair warning, I don't believe you're able to send them a team that they should use.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, no worries, you got this. And then like the flex emoji.
Gotcha.
Besides, I'm on my phone. No way. I can send a team from that.
Just wanted to confirm because I've had a player DM me mid-set because I was watching the game and they're like, "What should I use? What should I use?" I'm like,
"Oh no,
I can't tell you what to use. I'm sorry. There's ghosting laws against that."
Now I'm pretty interested about 2 things, right? By the way, let me ask if they could link game 2 when it starts. Yeah, so what I want to ask you about, you're a bit of a VGC guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure then you heard the big VGC news about, what was it? What got cancelled? The Japanese...
the Open, yeah.
Yeah, where was it about to take place?
That was in Japan. It was going to be alongside
somewhere
Day
in
2
Japan.
Swiss. Yeah, Yokohama Open.
Yeah, that was it.
It was going to take place. It was going to take place alongside Day 2 Swiss, and I think there might have been no top cut or anything. I can't remember exactly what the specifics were for the 3rd day. Hello, Lila. There's another dog sitting in my house right now.
Just a random dog. What's going on?
No. We're dog sitting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but so there was going to be like a regional level tournament taking place alongside Day 2 and I believe Day 3 of Worlds, and it was canceled. We don't have an explanation as to why, and I can't imagine we'll get one. But yeah, I was going to be playing in that originally, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be playing VGC or TCG yet. I haven't been the biggest fan of Reg D so far.
Wait, let me check something. Sorry to interrupt you like that. Round 6 we are in, right? What are they on? Like, is this for them the knockout round? Is one?
No, I think this is 4-1 bracket.
Yeah, this is 4-1 bracket. 4-1 bracket. Okay.
It's interesting. So they canceled it for like both PCG and VTC.
Yeah, that's my understanding. Apparently we're gonna have some side events, but I can't imagine they'll be that large. They'll probably have like a limited player size of like 128, like they do for the PCs, alongside regionals, Day 1 and Day 2, or Day 3 rather. Although actually they didn't have any for Day 1 this year, so it was just the Day 3 PCs. Anyways, they did say that there's going to be side events and that we should look forward to that, but really no information.
That's just
on
a
that
PR move.
I'm really interested for the reason why. I hope we get one, but I doubt it. Like it's not Pokemon's thing to do. To, give reason. But I would really like. I'm pretty interested in it. But why it turned out like this? Either way.
Yeah. It was very sudden. They had already released the structure for what the tournament was going to look like, and this kind of just came out of the blue. Like the tweet came out at like a random time. Like it wasn't even like a 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. It was like some random on like sometime off the hour. It was very strange.
Game 2 just started, by the way. Do you guys need the link?
I got it.
In the DOU cord.
Okay. Entro taking up my advice about the Palafin and bringing the best collegian. This guy's bringing double fish with his own King Gambit Trick Room mode. Interesting. Papiloco also bring a Trick Room mode, but he has some speed on that, like Flutter. I will say now already though, Amoonguss is looking like a really big problem.
Yeah, the Amoonguss very threatening into this. I imagine there's probably a couple Terras, and maybe a safety goggles on that Cresselia. Maybe a Terra Grass on the Iron Hands and the Basculegion. But other than that, I can't really see anything that wants to. Maybe a Taunt on the Palafin is a possibility. Not a big one, because usually it's Bulk Up or Encore is what I've seen the most.
Oh my god.
I will say though, Palafin, if you get rid of that Amoonguss, will do quite some work here.
Well, I don't know. There's also a Volcanion.
Yeah, but I mean, you deal, if you're bulk up, you deal probably with, what's his name? I suppose if you're Bandit, that also goes, like, no matter which set you are, you deal with the King Gambit if you deal with it soon enough before it, like, goes all the way up with SDing. You deal with Flutter, you deal with Diancie. Volcanion is looking really solid. Volcanion is looking really solid, so you also need to keep, like, good care of, or you need to take good care of your hands, because you can't just sack it willy-nilly to whatever you feel like. You need to use that for the... What's his name? Volk. Yes, fucking hell. I finally caught this mosquito in the air. Let's go.
Yeah, going back on this, the Volcanion again looks pretty strong in this matchup. Both sides having a King Gambit
Legion is not the thing you wanted to send out here. I think
this is definitely a little early.
What I think that might have happened is that this is Scarf and he thought I can probably try to catch this Fluttermane off guard and wave crash into it turn 1 and snatch this kill.
Possibly.
I think that is the thought process that went on. Or he tried to deny Diancie from setting up Trick Room. Which, I don't know why you would do that, because you probably make use of Trick Room yourself better. But
yeah, I can sort of agree with that. I think also maybe you wanted to get that Palafin switched out sooner than later.
For sure.
I think having it available immediately is definitely going to be beneficial in this matchup. And we see the Swords Dance come out from Papilocos, and but it does eat a spore for its troubles. Lunar Blessing here could be big, but at the same time,
yeah. But then Crest
in a very peculiar position, potentially needing to Terra Fairy on this turn, which would very early burn your Terra.
Try to get pick up the King Gambit.
But yeah, I think a Lunar Blessing plus a Kowtow Cleave into the Amoonguss would be pretty big here.
There is the Terra Fairy.
And we see
another Swords Dance. Oh no.
This is going to be a very threatening King Gambit. Oh my.
This is looking like a bit of a problem. You better make sure that Hands is coming in safely. But with that said, I see a couple of Hands counters on Papiloco, so... Oh. Okay.
Yeah, and Papiloco still has Terra available, so they could Terra Dark or Terra Fairy away from the fighting weakness, double weakness rather.
Well, he dealt with threat, or like problem number 1, Amoonguss. but a new problem has
Yeah, for
arisen into King Gambit. So let's see how
Yeah,
he.
the +4 King Gambit, very very threatening right now.
What if this King Gambit just carries a fighting move, and
Low kick.
Brick
Break,
King
break.
Gambit is a
Brick King Gambit?
possibility.
You know what?
I've,
Why not? And
can't
it
say I
wins the
haven't
speed
seen
tie.
it.
And it wins the speed tie.
Can't say
How
I
about
haven't
that?
seen it.
Honestly, if it has Brick Break and it wins the speed tie, I think it is actually in a pretty good position here. But I doubt that's the set.
No, I can't imagine. That's what
I
it's carrying.
wish it is the set. I really
It's
want
just
it
double
to be.
dark, probably.
Oh, don't say such boring things. Just believe, dream a little.
You could
Reveal
drop
low
attack.
speed King Gambit.
It gets low kick. Why would you use low sweep?
Because it's bad.
No, I think you just
base
got
power.
exposed here, Aragon.
No, I think you gotta drop that speed, you know?
Yeah, with your King Gambit, I feel you.
I do
Because
think
King
low
Gambit
kick is
really
a
needs the
viable
speed
option on King
control.
Gambit.
Yeah, I think it's better on the Assault Vest set, and then just have like Howl support somewhere on the team.
Yeah,
I don't
I
think
agree.
that dropping. I don't think dropping Protect is a very viable option, and you really need
No.
both Kowtow Cleave and Sucker Punch.
Yeah, I agree.
The only
There's a reason
thing
that's
I'd
the most
consider
popular set.
dropping on the Swords Dance set is Kowtow Cleave for Assurance is an option. Not a great one, but
If you have a Trick Room option, then
Oh,
I think
man.
Carto Cleave
Interesting.
is preferred. I think
Papiloco is
switching in
running
hands like
the
this was
Iron Head.
very risky. Sending in hands like this, I'm not 100% sure if that was the play.
Those reveals
Probably.
vary, so it may not even be carrying the fake out.
Yeah, but no, not only that. I mean, if you see that Iron Head already did 41, Sucker Punch plus Heatwave will already just fucking kill it.
You could click Swords Dance, predicting the Sucker Punch, though.
Yeah, so Volcanion deals with you after with an EP. I don't know, I'm not feeling this one. I think you are in a really...
I think a Kowtow, a Kowtow and a Swords Dance. It's definitely not a good spot, but a Kowtow Cleave into the Volcanion, and a Swords Dance from the Iron Hands.
That's actually really interesting. It's an Iron Head
But
on a
at
Swords
the
Dance
same
set.
time,
Yeah, I
at
was
the same time, I think you're still just put into Sucker Punch range later, though.
true.
Yeah.
That's interesting what you say, Argon. That's Iron Head.
No,
Because
I
I was
think
just
the
about
Iron
to
Hands
ask.
definitely came in too early.
Yeah, I agree. But I was about to ask, do you guys think maybe Iron Head Sucker Punch is a better set than Carto Cleave Sucker Punch? Just, you know, having a little bit
No.
more of a...
It's definitely an option. I don't think it's a great one because losing the ability to one-shot Cresselia as it clicks Trick Room is not great, and you still have to deal with stuff like Substitute and just other status moves in general being predicted on your King Gambit, especially against the stuff weak to Dark or just threatened by Sucker Punch in general. It just makes mind games a lot harder to correctly
Oh,
predict.
Sucker didn't even kill, like... Didn't even come close to...
That was a throw.
Yo, what did we just see?
That was a play.
Oh no! What just happened?
I suppose that works.
Calculated.
Oh man, this is what I was hoping for. Some like wild shit. Oh, that's
That could've been
great.
so high.
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I do like this
yeah.
situation. What do you do here? Do
Not
you?
biased.
I think you Carto Cleave and Volcanion, and I think you SD up
I
advance.
sucker
No,
again.
'cause you die to Steam Eruption.
Yeah, but
It
I
did
do not
54
think
last time.
I think yeah, but I don't think it will click Steam Eruption. I think it will switch out. That's what I think.
I
But
suppose.
I could be very wrong. So let's figure that out. Because
I
that's the beauty
suppose.
of casting, right? You can sit on your ass and just predict whatever without like risking anything. And if your predict works out, you look like a god. And if it wasn't right, everybody will forget. So
Oh, Terraphyte, that's interesting.
body press.
Good
I
check.
should- Oh, Trick Room.
Just goes raw Trick Room.
I suppose King Gambit. Well, do you guys think King Gambit is minus speed? Because Entro seems to have a Trick Room option on his team.
It did
It probably
move
is
after
min
the
speed.
opposing King Gambit
That's
when
true.
the Swords Dance turn was clicked, but that really doesn't reveal everything. Especially considering
The Finn comes
well,
in.
they do just switch out right away, but more that
It's a good read.
generally you want a little bit of speed. I think clicking
Because-
a Swords Dance there might have been very safe, especially because you have the ability to click Sucker Punch. And it's kind of obvious that the Landorus was coming in. And if you get a Swords Dance, you do become that much more threatening.
Yes, I agree. I do want to kind of take a look now at the situation we got at hand.
Not
Diancie is
sure why Stealth Rock is being clicked.
Yeah.
You don't get a
nor
ton
am
of
I.
value out of it.
I think damaging heads
you
was
don't get a ton of
priority.
value. Yeah, and you definitely wanted to get like a Stomping Tantrum or an Earth Power or a Sandseer Storm into that slot. Just not a ton of value out of Stealth Rocks this game, with the Lunar Blessing Cresselia shaving off all of that damage from Stealth Rocks and really not having anything weak to Stealth Rocks. Like Fluttermane and Basque Legion really don't care what stat they're at as long as they can click move, or what HP stat they're at as long as they can click moves. And the Palafin is leftovers. Like I'm just not too sure. I think you definitely wanted to get some ground type damage into that Iron Hands, especially since the Terra has been burned on turn 2 on that Cresselia.
I do want to know two things.
It did just get the Swords Dance off scot-free.
I do want to know two
which
things.
is not the greatest.
Timer is not on, which I suppose it isn't really that important or big, but oh no, you don't see it often. Oh, barely did it kill. Oh, but the Citrus. Taunt go. Oh, the taunt is nice, but Mental Herb is revealed. And the other thing I want to
I'm
note
gonna
is...
stop trying to understand what's going on.
Yeah, maybe. But either way, I do want to
It's
say
too high a level.
Entro is in like a really good position. I just want to recap a little bit on that. Because Diancie is now weak to Flutter, because of Terra fighting. You dealt with the two biggest problems, Amoonguss and King Gambit. You still have the Basque Legion in the back in case it goes all like wrong.
And the Volcanion is at 25%.
And
right
the
now.
Volcanion is
It
25%.
is sufficiently chipped for a Dazzling Gleam here on the switch in.
You are looking
I do agree.
really
I
good
think
for being
Entrofo.
Entro.
It has a very commanding position right now.
And I do want to say
very safely just pick him on to sack this turn and just get some more damage out, like an Ice Beam and a Drain Punch into the Diancie and the Orlando respectively, and then just playing for this endgame right now.
it didn't look too good for Entro, but it all changed turn 5. Turn 5 was a wild turn.
Yeah, I'm really not sure why Earth Power Sucker Punch was not clicked into that Iron Hands. It really was quite safe. You don't really care all that much about losing your Volcanion. You want to preserve your Kingambit as it is massively threatening right now, and the only thing that was standing in its way is that Iron Hands.
Yup. I think you're pretty right about that. Palafin comes in. I think that's not really the moment you want to switch into Palafin, but okay, I suppose. Taking 30, maybe a little bit more than you wanted.
Not a ton of value out of that turn from really either party.
I'd say Papiloco had a better turn there.
Turn boost is quite good for them. I think Papiloco probably gained more from that turn, as the defense boost and the 30% on Palafin is definitely gonna help them in the long run.
But
and,
I do not
that
think
Drain
it's
Punch
enough.
only doing 17%.
I think you always
really
needed to
not
go
threatening you
into...
too much.
I do, of course, say this with hindsight, but I think you always, if you're Entro, you should have gone into the Lando slot. Right?
Yeah,
Because
at the same
you had
time,
to
I
roll
think
to kill it,
Papiloco-
and otherwise you would have killed whatever came into it, unless it was
at the same
Flutter.
time though, I think that Papiloco is just too far behind, and even
I
if
agree.
Entro gets a bunch of turns wrong, there's still much more value in that late game Basque Legion than Papiloco really has available to them.
Can we just note that that's a WU Pokemon? I still think that's pretty funny.
Definitely a WU Pokemon.
Sorry?
Definitely belongs in WU. Nothing wrong with that at all.
His brother is the male counterpart. 20 more in the attack stat, that's the only real difference. Oopers. 20 less in the attack stat for the female version. WU. I don't know.
I really think that's just caused by the fact that
Oh, that's a bad
the
play from
Bastion Legion
Papiloco.
was just more valuable. Gets the double trigger prediction. Holy
Oh wait,
crap.
the Crest did that. Okay, never mind. It was a good play.
It is a cool play, but not one that will save him.
No, he's
Well, because
he
I
is
think
just
you
too
need to
far
get
behind.
yeah.
Well,
The one out is having the DMC against the Flutter. The DMC has to be the win con, but the Flutterman can just OHKO it.
you can trick from here. Did he
And-
reverse? Yep. So now you're a bit stuck, I feel like. I think what you want to do here if you're Pelifin, you want to bulk up, probably Lunar Blast up. In case he trick rooms again. Then you have a bulked up Pelifin and you're at a little bit more health. And otherwise, if it doesn't trick room again, you're in a pretty good spot with your Basket Legion, your own Flutter, your own King Gambit. With that said, it is
What you
booster
do is,
speed.
I think you just Jet Punch Flutter, because you have the King Gambit in the back.
Oh, that's
for the
very true.
sucker.
I forgot about that. Because I was just about to say, because it's booster speed, it's faster than Scarf Basket Legion. Oh, my music stopped. This is a good time to switch over. Let's go to relaxing Gran Turismo music. I'm feeling that.
Yeah, I think Papiloco really just wants to just get as much damage off of this DNC as possible before it goes down. Realistically, you want to get Trick Room up before that Fluttermane comes in, especially with the Basket Legion. But at the same time, he really is just too far behind. I don't think that there's any winning from this range.
I think the only way to deal with this is if you somehow kill Flutter, and Diancie still at a decent amount of health, and then the only win con for Entro is the same as game 1, which is just critting. But as long as he just preserves his Fluttermane in the back long enough, it should be all fine for him.
Yeah, I think you just prioritize. If you're Entro, you just prioritize taking out this Fluttermane. Because once that happens, you just win with DNC.
Yep. A substitute. That's interesting.
This could change things a lot, actually.
I did not see this
Fluttermane now
coming.
is able to attack twice.
Sucker
and
Punch
you can't
can't
really click.
just kill it now.
And you can't really click the Trick Room on the Cresselia because it's in range of dying to the Diamond Storm.
I know we just said 30 seconds ago there's no winning for Papiloco, but I think Papiloco is in a better spot now.
Yeah, I think Entro is playing a little too safely. I think that you very easily could have switched your Palafin out to get the to preserve the Jet Punch,
and also get that -1 of him, right? Because
yeah,
it was
get that
-1
off the field. Yeah, the King Gambit really not all that useful at this point.
I suppose to break sub.
Especially after the Fluttermane. Yeah, especially after the Fluttermane revealed substitute. You just never able to click Sucker Punch into it, and yeah, I think sacking the King Gambit there to get the -1 off of the Palafin, then you can bring in the Basket Legion and just get as much damage as possible. And
Wait, I found the win con.
Where
You
is-
self Moonblast. It's weakness policy. And you live somehow, and you win.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know.
I feel like that's gonna just do far too much damage to you, and even
Yeah, probably,
then,
yeah.
You say that's the win con, but the win con
Probably
is just setting behind
you'll
that sub.
just lose to priority from the Basket Legion. And
Oh,
Yeah.
Aquajet, okay. Does that kill? Oh, it kills, okay. Lunar Blessing is nice, I suppose. Doesn't really make a difference. It just burns a turn on the Diancie. The thing, funny enough, if just one of the other two... Oh, this is a risky play. Do you think... Oh, what if Creselia's ally switch?
there's a chance.
No,
No,
never
that's
mind.
gonna take
It's already
It revealed all
moves.
four.
It's already revealed 4 moves.
Okay,
I forgot about Helping
never
Hand.
mind.
I forgot about Helping Hand.
I think ally switch might have saved him here.
No, I think
if you're
it wins
bulky
anyway. The
Fluttermane,
Fluttermane
you
doesn't.
more than likely.
You're helping hand
If you're
dazzling
bulky
Wing.
Fluttermane, if you're bulky Fluttermane, I think you just live the Shadow
And then
Ball.
Helping Hand, Dazzle, I
No,
assume is the
It
play.
doesn't need to be bulky. It's booster flutter, so it can never OHKO with Shadow Ball.
You are chipped out a little bit.
There is, I believe there's a chance. I believe there's a chance after Stealth Rock if you're no bulk.
Okay.
Well, time to see. I think this is just specs flutter, just the standard specs, no bulk flutter. But I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
You're not cheering against Entro?
No. Because if it is bulk, then Entro, like just a little bit of bulk, Entro wins, right?
Oh, sorry, I misunderstood the sentence there. My
Oh,
mistake.
I'm all for my boy Entro. Of course, I have zero bias or anything. I'm an objective, professional caster who just wants to see it to go to game 3.
Yeah, so Shadow Ball to no bulk does
No!
82 to 98.
Oh, this is so sad.
Oh
Yeah,
well,
82 to
that's
98.
unfortunate.
Oh, I really would have loved to see game
Papiloco.
3.
That's I'm wrong.
Raping out a victory here. Just narrowly avoiding defeat there.
You know what this was? This game was a roller coaster of emotions with that turn 5, that insane turn 5, and then the substitute flutter main.
Yeah,
This was
so
a roller
if
coaster
that
of all
was the
sorts.
bulkless, if that was the bulkless flutter main, that was a 62.5% chance to kill from there.
Yeah.
So it was
Just
in his, it
good
was in
call.
Papiloco's favor. All things, as long as neither flutter was bulk, had any bulk, and this Papiloco's flutter was max special attack.
I do want to say something real quick. Madaraaaa and Keanu are playing right now. Do we want to just cast 2 games, or is that a little bit too much for you guys?
I'm fine with that. I've
Yes.
got time.
So am I. I'm really excited for that game because, of course, my brother Madaraaaa, I really would like to see him win, of course.
No way. It's a chestnut.
Oh wait, you already are in there? Let me take a look. What are they cooking up? Because I think we can agree Papiloco wins this. Like, Entro's a little bit shocked though, because that King Gambit is not coming out. I think Papiloco better needs to turn on that timer if he doesn't want to, like, I don't know. Either way, oh yo, Madaraa's cooking. Or not cooking, the Keanu's cooking. We have like a chestnut.
There we go. I've got the game now.
Yo, the Keanu's team is kind of wild. I'm liking his team.
It looks like a
There you go.
VGC team, just with
Chestnut.
Volcanion over like
Wait, you're telling me Chestnut is
over
viable
the-
in VGC?
it exists. It's not amazing. It's like a replacement for Gudra that just is immune to Shadow Ball.
Huh,
through
interesting.
bullet
That's
proof.
interesting.
Karthik Leafs is
and
quite a
then
bit.
the Volcanion would be
Do
like
note this
Urine
is-
or Shifu or something.
This is 3-2 bracket, so this is elimination.
Well, Madaraaaa better doesn't get eliminated here. I want my brand to go on to Top Cut. I also want myself to go on to Top Cut, but I'm playing Chris tomorrow, and
No way. Who could have predicted?
what just happened?
Hmm?
No, you said something about predicted?
No, you said I want to make it to top cut, and I said who could have predicted?
Oh.
That's a really interesting game between Papiloco and Entrocefalo. I feel like I didn't understand like half those turns.
Nor did I think, but I just went with it. I do want to say, though, that I want to say something and I already forgot. Never mind. Alright, so... oh yeah, I also do want to make Top Cut myself, of course, but I'm currently in the 4-1 bracket. But I need to play versus Chris, and I've had this, like, I don't know, I just can't seem to build any new teams, and I've been using the same 2 teams all tournaments, so...
I was saying this on stream. That's
yeah, I
crazy.
know. I'm a little bit of a crazy guy. No, I don't care too much about OSDT. I'm just playing this like without prepping. I do not scout. I do not do whatever. I just turn up with my 2 out of 3 teams, and I just.
Chestnut in W.
Oh, sorry, Entro, if you didn't want this set on stream, but Entro just DM'd me and he said, sorry for the stream, and I said, no, it's no problem. It's just about having fun. Then he said, yeah, I didn't have any, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
that's
my
an
brother.
interesting play.
Oh, what did we just see
Why is
here?
Fucking
Does this guy
Defiant
knows what
again?
Defiant means? What's going on? Oh no, what is this? What are these nicknames? Can we just talk a little bit about nicknames? Gandalf Yeti.
Oh my lord!
Suck my left
Chestnut.
nut.
Oh my
know.
god! Not to mention, it doesn't have a sprite on my screen. I'm using the black and white ones, and it's just no sprite.
But,
Oh dear.
Aragon, are you a black and white sprite user or are you a models user? Are you a sprite or a model guy?
Model all the way.
Well, I
Right.
do absolutely adore the sprites, and I think everything pre-XY looks better than post-XY. I'm also sprites all the way. I don't know, for Showdown it just doesn't work for me. Like, you need the sprites. Or not the sprites, the models. For me at least.
Sure. I think Madaraaaa is in a very commanding position here. Team Gambit,
I have that
for
feeling.
pure dark, I'm sure it takes a body press. You gotta make sure you can KO this chestnut, but other than that, I think.
Oh,
you
are we
have
gonna see
pretty
some
good movement.
Sukma stall? Okay. I have the feeling
I think it's a
Fluttermane
little
will
too threatened by
kill
the feather.
everything. I think Fluttermane will kill everything currently.
Grimmsnarl does still have the opportunity to come in and click a light screen here to hopefully keep this chestnut healthy. But at the same time, I can't imagine chestnut can do all that much into Fluttermane.
I think Fluttermane will just win. I think that's my.
Yeah, there's kind of no
Hypothesis.
checks left to the Fluttermane alive.
I mean, there were also
maybe a
no
Terra?
like there are also no dead checks. There were no checks to begin with.
Well,
Yeah,
kind of.
there is
not
definitely
really.
a lack of chestnut checks.
Okay, what chestnut checks?
Sorry, Fluttermane
I
checks.
was about to say, yo, what's going on? Yo, imagine Bandit
There are no
Grimmsnarl,
checks to chestnut.
Bandit
Oh,
Grimmsnarl.
Terrifier. That's interesting.
Okay, so now you just lose to. Oh, you know, that's actually not too bad of a play. I was about to say now you lose to Pelafin, but you're like defensed up. And if you're bulletproof, you can't hit it with Shadow. What if we see Chestnut winning?
I'm here for it.
If chestnut
I am
wins
all
this
here
game,
for it.
Madaraaaa is quitting Pokemon.
I was about to say,
Okay.
if the seasonal winner loses to fucking Chestnut in OSDT, like something is going on, then he got paid off. Like, then there's something weird going on.
I do think that's an that's a good play from Keanu.
So do I.
The thing is, I think I would have rather seen a body press first before a Leech Seed. Because the King Gambit is just so threatening into like everything else.
I suppose.
You
could
I don't
BP it now,
really
though.
agree. Unless it's Ironhead, you kind of take everything pretty well.
True.
Not to mention
Okay, there's a
you're
body press.
faster.
Bye-bye, King Gambit. I do not think that crit mattered.
I'm pretty sure that crit did not matter.
No
So-
chance.
Madaraaaa.
Never mind.
What is this type
Bro
of
was
message?
reading my mind.
Crit didn't matter, but my bad. Well, I suppose this guy has manners, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to my
Average
relaxing Gran
California.
Turismo music? I do not want this one. Let's move on
Oh,
to this
Spiky
one.
Shield. Will
Uh,
it get some chip? It gets
well-
some chip. Brick Break is big.
I think Pelafin needs
It's not
to like go bulk up wars versus Chestnut. Or he needs to crit again. The crit win con. A true classic win con. A staple.
Yeah, if this Brick Break goes off, the Fluttermane is definitely a lot more threatening here. Grassy terrain, ironically, helping the Chestnut now, as it's now taking two different types of leftovers, on top of probably a Leech Seed later in the game.
Jesus
It definitely is very threatening right now, and yeah,
I actually
Air
think the
Slash
Chestnut
coming
just
out
wins
for the
here,
Brick
to be
Break.
honest.
Yeah,
Unless this is
it does
Whirlwind.
kind of just win.
It's not Whirlwind Iron Hands.
Well,
unfortunately.
that is a win con. You could hacks them out.
Oh no,
Uh,
Despacito just
Hold
played
on.
a set without me knowing.
L. That sucks.
Oh, never mind.
Looks like he won.
Who won? Despacito, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me he just won.
Okay. The bulletproof is like actually kind of insane in this matchup.
I do want to say
because like the one special damage is the Flutter Mane. It's a fire type. You resist the Moonblast already.
It's funny that Chestnut is the most dangerous Pokemon on the field.
Its one issue is that it can't really directly damage the Flutter Mane. It needs the Leech Seed. So if Keanu's gonna win this, it's gonna be a very, very long game. And there's many opportunities for him to get crit.
It is fucking wild what's happening with this suck my left nut. I don't know what's worse. Like that Chestnut is ripping it up, or the nickname Chestnut is rocking. Oh, ally switch plus the okay. A para maybe?
Ally switch for no reason, just to flex.
Yeah, but I suppose what else are you clicking? Maybe try to avoid the para. I don't know. Oh, I still think Madaraaaa could probably win this. Because it has only Leech Seed to touch Flutter Mane with, and Lunar Blessing kinda, you know?
Yeah.
Negates that, so with enough Moonblasts and enough whatever else you got, which isn't blocked by Bulletproof, you probably take it down.
Yeah.
However, it's gonna be like unkillable.
Yeah, at the same time though, there's only 8 PP of Lunar Blessing, and they already have used 1. So
true. Well, let's just hope.
Alright, how much does Helping Hand Body Press do to Cress? At +4.
I think like 60 plus.
+4. That's +6. I probably probably does at least half.
No, more. The fuck are we watching? Hey, I was on the money. That would have done 60.
Wow, that's crazy.
I will say that what the fuck are we watching? By the way, I'm predicting it. Ally Switch will come out now.
I think there's gonna be a Trick Room clicked.
Oh, okay, exciting stuff. No, I was right. Shit. What are we watching? It's so funny how just a Terrifier Chestnut is doing this. He is soloing. He's going like crazy.
If you click the never mind. If you clicked Ally Switch again, and got it off, the Cresselia would have been taking the leftovers there. 64%.
Yo, I think you want to
Lord.
switch the Flutter Mane out. I think you want to try to cycle through all the Leech Seeds, so you can try to like.
No, I'm clicking Body Press. I'm clicking Body Press into the Flutter Mane right now.
Yeah, you are, but I don't know what's going on here.
Damn.
Oh, okay. Iron Hands needs to really start SDing up, and Crest needs to start Lunar Blessing and Ally switching like crazy now. Although
it goes down to
Madaraaaa still wins this. I don't think there's enough Body Press, and we see PP to totally win the game.
At the same time, though, even if this is choice specs, you have leftovers and Spiky Shield, and potentially Leech Seed coming out each turn. I think that there's a chance that this Chestnut just
Okay. Listen. Who are you guys thinking who's winning this game? This game will.
I think the Chestnut wins. I think the Chestnut wins bar a crit.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah,
Aragon, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the Chestnut wins.
No!
I think there's. I still think you play.
No, I think they're like. I think Madaraaaa wins. There's like he has enough Pokemon. There's enough stuff that can still happen.
The Bulletproof Terrifier is crazy.
I think it is a very entertaining game, though. Don't get me wrong. It's the most boring and the most entertaining game at the same time. Because we were watching. I've never thought I would say this, but we were watching entertaining stall.
31.
31. That's actually kind of a lot.
That's more than I expected, if I'm honest. You're kind of fishing for a para, I suppose. Although, like, assuming Flutter Mane is not able to deal. Are you now cycling?
Yeah,
by the
that
way,
is
just
more than I thought.
I think if you are now Madaraaaa, you kind of want to cycle that hand slot so you don't like you deny him as much health as possible.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, how much do you guys think Palafin, just a raw Palafin wave crash, will do into this?
I think a
this
wave
beast?
crash. I think a wave crash
I
does
think-
20%, and I think a jet punch does like 12.
I think it will do more than we predict. I think this will. It depends, of course, because we saw lefties, and I'm used to bandit damage. So
Oh, it's leftovers, so it might not even have it then.
It
It's
just has
probably
jet
just
punch,
clicking jet
probably.
punch for 12.
I think the Paladin protects here, and Keanu's play is to leash seed the flutter.
I think you're right. The question is, are we gonna also see that? Oh, okay. I do not think that was ever the right play to do because you want that like damage.
They got it. They got the read though.
I suppose.
Like his shield
Start
chip.
poking up.
And there's
Yes.
Big chip, big chip.
Okay.
Big
Did-
chip.
Okay, what do you guys think body press will do to +2 Palafin on defense?
I think you leech seed first, then you start body pressing.
Okay, but what do you guys think it will do? Just out of interest.
Okay, I
Plus
think
2
the
or the
flutter
plus
mage
1?
is going to switch back in.
Let's say
Yeah.
+2. Let's say +2.
I think it's going to do 36%.
36%. I think you're right
Yeah,
on
there's the
that.
flutter.
I think this was a fair predictable protect. I think you would have always.
Okay,
To-
I think
to
Madaraaaa
reach.
has it now. There's just too
Yeah,
much
'cause the
damage
body
coming
presses
out on
are
his
getting
chest
low.
now.
That moonblasted
Well, not even that.
more than
Not even that. I
expected.
think they should have been clicking leech seed earlier. It's definitely spec
Yeah.
flutter main, but they should have been clicking leech seed earlier, especially into that flutter main. You just want to get that chip down as soon as possible.
I will say
Because
though,
Strats only has so many hits.
if I was Madaraaaa and I was in this position, like a couple of turns
60%.
back into this, Jesus Christ. But if I was Madaraaaa and I was like a couple of turns back, I would have been sweating like crazy. Like imagine
Oh, for
losing
sure.
to this. Okay, I think that's kinda it. Because now
Yeah.
you get a free poke up on the fin. I think that's like what you want to do because it will protect you. Switch that flutter probably back into the hands for a fake out. I think that's what you want to do as Madaraaaa. Poke up and switch flutter for hands.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that double attacking right now is not optimal, but I also think that Keanu should also go for leech seed into the Palafin or into the flutter main again, just because the switch is so obvious.
Yeah, there's so many games going on right now.
Is this a crest
These-
sack?
Now floor playing.
No. Oh no, I was right. I was right. He should have gotten into that hands. Is it weird if I say I think this game is more entertaining than Papiloco? No, honestly, Entro vs Papiloco, that game too was quite entertaining. I did like that game quite a bit. Purely because of all the wild stuff that happened. No, to be honest, that's what you want to watch, right? You don't want to watch like predictable versus predictable, no crazy like turns or plays made. You're just watching two guys like battle it out in the most standard possible way. I don't know, if I want to see that, I would just go on ladder with some standard stuff. 61 does so much.
Yeah, there really
though.
needed to be a leech seed into the Palafin at some point.
Yeah, because that Palafin is there to stay.
It probably kills
Yeah, no, it must do. It must go.
with the helping hand.
With that, yeah. That was an interesting game on.
I think if the
That was-
Moltres didn't get paralyzed, I think Keanu had it.
Oh, that's already
Really?
way too much in the past for me to remember. I don't know what happened. The only thing I like remember from this game is that Chestnut bulked up all the way. Or like, not bulked, but...
Actually, maybe not. I
defense.
don't think the Moltres was really doing much.
No, I agree. I think Madaraaaa had this anyway, but it was funny to see whatever like happened here.
Technically, it would have gotten another Fiery Wrath into the flutter main, and you would have been a lot lower, but I still don't think it would have done 63%.
Yeah, why are all the guys playing right now? KyleCole and Z-Strats are also now playing. Like, there's too much
Oh
going
my
on at the same
gosh.
time. I do want to catch KyleCole versus Z-Strats. That's a cool combo, but Fuck
Why is
them,
Keanu offline?
He thought that was a PO1. No,
I
he's
was
not
like, okay, I've
online,
had
is he?
enough.
Oh fuck, he is offline. Well, to be fair, I'm kind of hoping for that, because then I can watch C-strats for KyleCole, but I don't know. Oh. Oh, Showdown crashed for him, apparently.
Kyle brought a Wochen, in case you're interested in how that match is going.
Average Kyle movie.
I'm just watching it. I don't know.
There's also a
That's
Cleveland.
actually a really sick team. Arcanine, Wochen, Zapdos.
No, I'm sorry. Whatever the fuck is rocking Wuchien is not a cool team. Default. There's
Come on.
no cool
What are you
Wuchien.
saying?
No, there's one
What are you
cool
saying?
Wuchien team, and that's Specs Wuchien with Leafstorm. That's the only cool Wuchien team in existence. All the other stuff is boring. I do not like Wuchien at all. I say that though, but I'm a big 2v2 Wuchien style abuser, so... There's that. Oh, never mind. So we're now gonna do C-strats versus KyleCole,
Yeah, if they're waiting to start game 2.
I suppose.
Yeah.
How long am I streaming
All right.
now? I'm like
Vasculusion
1.5
female kind of
hours, I think.
goes hard here.
Yo, I'm almost...
It does, yeah. There's not a ton of stuff that can beat it. The Wochen actually does help a ton, ironically.
Depends on the stat.
Like a foul player or a Giga Drain puts in a ton of work into this thing, and resists both of its stabs, and even like a Psychic Fangs it's immune to. Definitely very threatening. Really nothing on the field besides that Heatran that can even threaten it. Maybe a Swords Dance Iron Hands could, but the Fluttermane's already down, and the Cleavord went down before getting to click a bug move into it, so it's not even forced to Terra necessarily. Kyle definitely has
Arcanine
control of this
set.
game. I'm not too sure about why you Terra ground there.
Oh my god, that is AV.
Damage on the Vasculegion looks like Assault Vest, so I'd have to assume that is the AV set. The Zapdos, Heatran definitely is quite scary though. Kind of losing tools to damage it.
I don't understand why he Terra ground there.
Yeah, I'm not too sure why that was the turn you Terra.
Either way, I'll be right back. I need to go for a toilet break, so I'll be back soon.
Yep, no worries. We'll keep casting. Yeah, I really think you want to be getting damage onto this Heatran, like yesterday. It is just putting out a ton of damage here.
Yeah.
Does look like Assault Vest, considering that Iron Hands only took 31%. Did get the burn on the Cresselia, probably doesn't matter a whole lot. As it's probably just going to Lunar Blessing it off. Iron Hands in, possibly threatening out the Heatran. No, it just goes for the Terra instead. And probably getting healed by its own. Oh, never mind. Just goes for the Psychic instead. 32% on the Iron or on the Heatran from the Drain Punch. Neutral hit though, so kind of expected damage. Definitely on the bulkier side. Or this Iron Hands is just not a ton invested into attack.
I'm curious what the Cresselia attack move here is.
I've seen a lot of Ice Beams lately, but considering it has just been clicking Lunar Blessing and Trick Room, pretty safe to assume it's just going to click Lunar Blessing again, and Psychic kind of threatening onto the Iron Hands, especially in combination with a Heat Wave or a potential Earth Power. Nothing really safe to take those hits. Yeah, Kyle kind of losing ground here. And you could also just click Lunar Blessing and remove some of the damage that's being put out. Because right now you are in range of a roll from that Drain Punch.
I actually think I agree with the way Zeus playing this. Because if the Heatran goes down, it's not really as big a deal because you have Vasculegion here. And the sooner you get Vasculegion in, I think it's is better for you.
At the same time, though, you don't really have anything to take down this Heatran. Or rather, to deal with the Wo-Chien after.
Oh, okay. The Heatran does go down after a double up.
Basculegion's still very threatening right now, considering it's at 200 base power.
Curious what the speed on it is.
This Wo-Chien is still
slow?
very, very threatening. Unless this is Swords Dance Iron Hands, in which case it could definitely change, flip the tables on Kyle's Wo-Chien. Everything's sufficiently chipped, I'd have to say. The Basculegion probably does come in now, and just starts clicking last respects. And probably a Lunar Blessing as well from this Cresselia, just to keep some HP on it.
What's curious here is if KyleCole has Ally Switch.
Ally Switch is an option, but I don't think it really helps anything.
There's the Wo-Chien.
Notably, Cresselia faster than the Basculegion. 32%. Wow. If this Wo-Chien does not have foul play, this could be very threatening. Or rather, if this does have foul play, this Basculegion is in a very tough spot. And the Lunar Blessing still just keeping it very much out of range. It is Giga Drain though, and that does look like assault vest damage. Still not too sure why the Cresselia switched down. I think you want to be clicking Lunar Blessing there just to keep your Basculegion safe, although at the same time you can switch it out now pretty safely. A Swords Dance from this Iron Hands on Z-Stretch side would definitely seal the game up. Or even a Belly Drum.
Oh, Belly Drum. Oh my goodness. I think that wins.
Let's get a Leech Seed, but I don't think that's quite enough. You kind of just Drain Punch through this whole team now.
Oh, alright, I'm back. I just saw a Belly Drum Iron Hands in third room, and I think that's outgoing Zapdos after Rock's Rain. Yeah.
Yeah. Not looking too good for the Wo-Chien here.
Alright, this was game 1, right?
Yeah, game 1. And the Keanu game 2 is up as well.
Oh, yo, there's so much to cast.
Alright, I gotta dip out.
I don't blame you.
We're really not doing us any favors here playing all these games at once.
Should have spaced it.
We're gonna have the triple. We're gonna have the triple cast.
Yeah, if you
good casting with you guys. I'll see you later.
Yeah, thanks for joining. See ya. Yeah, I believe if you go to my stream, it says like three sets of games there, like 6 names.
Oh, this is gonna make for quite the YouTube video. Now I'm kind of sad I didn't get a cast. Or a host, rather.
Host, yeah.
Yeah, and still having issues loading up this game 2 from Keanu.
Yeah,
and Smog Tours loads up just fine.
Oh, there we go. Poster Child and Nimbus DB set. Wait, did Maltry just reuse his team? No, he didn't, right?
I can't get into it.
Oh, you're on turn 2. Keanu is running some Regidrago heat, which I respect. And Madaraa's running a very similar team like as game 1 team. Honestly, it's not looking too bad
I'm into it now.
For Keanu. Honestly, it's not looking too bad for Keanu here. With that said, there's a Palafin in the back. Although he has an Indeedee, so... But he has his own
Jimbo definitely threatens a Sucker Punch here.
Yeah, so I guess what will happen if Keanu predicts that, he might go Indeedee now. But if he knows that Rillaboom is in the back, you know, he will save it to switch it in. Like, he will switch something in now, like on a Regidrago next to it, and then... to be fair, he will probably just kill. Like, I assume what's happening here is he will Dragon Energy and switch the Sneasler in or out for the NDD. I mean, out.
Yeah.
And the NDD.
In the Z-Strats KyleCole game, we just saw Chi-Yu, Okoa, Cresselia with a fire move.
Huh?
Sunny Day Overheat was clicked, and the Cresselia went down in one hit.
Huh, interesting. Oh, game 2, I think, is up?
Yeah,
Yo, my whole tab bar, or whatever you call it, is such a mess with random games. Or not random, but like the previous games.
yeah.
I don't think this is anything. Yes, okay, so which one are we gonna watch? Madaraaaa?
I'm kind of jumping between the two right now.
Same. I'll be honest, Madaraaaa looks more exciting to me.
Curious why a Sucker Punch wasn't clicked
Maybe
in the Madaraaaa game.
Predicting the NDD? I don't know. Imagine if it just didn't have Sucker Punch or any priority.
Certainly
right.
a thing that could exist, I guess.
The NDD must come out now, right?
Not necessarily. You're kind of in an alright spot.
I mean, Sneasler will die to Jet Punch. And you needed Sneasler for Flutter.
Yeah, but then you get a free sack to bring in
NDD apparently.
Goldengo. I don't know why the Goldengo didn't come in.
Well, he saw the Jet Punch and then he thought, I need that Psychic Surge on my side, but with that set you can just reset terrain with Rillaboom. I think what you do here if you're Madaraaaa, you just deglean. I do not see anything that's threatening Flutter. Well, there's your answer why it came out. Set up a Trick Room. Not sure how beneficial that is. Because you still have that Tran and that Rilla in the back. But,
yeah.
Alright, I suppose.
I think Keanu might have cooked a little too hard with this one.
He was cooking and then he started burning. He started he overcooked.
He kind of left the stove unattended.
Don't do that, kids. It started boiling over.
Yeah. The pot boiled over.
Unfortunate, but sacrifices must be made for heat. In the meantime, Z-Strats and KyleCole. Kyle lost game 1, right?
Yeah. Z-Strats kind of looks to be in an okay position, especially now that he has the Chi-Yu back on the field.
I will say this though.
Switch the Tornadus into Great Tusk and click Heat Wave quite safely.
This time I'm biased again for KyleCole because I was with him on DPL, but on the same team. But at this point I don't know if I want to see a game 3. There are so many games at this point, I don't know what I want.
Yeah, I think I kind of want to see some game 2s decide these sets.
Yes, I wouldn't mind
definitely
that.
a lot of struggle flipping back and forth between games. Interesting that the taunt comes out. I guess predicting a Terra Water on the Amiga.
I think this Heatran is looking okay-ish for the position it is in. What's the best Legion at? Oh, it's still at 100, okay. I think you kind of want to size that the Mungus for the best Legion.
That's true.
Because you don't really have any solid ways to deal with it, especially now Hans is at 13. What are we seeing here on this Madaraaaa Keanu game? This is something. I don't know what's going on here.
55% into the Heatran. Oh my lord. This probably drops almost.
This must be specs. This must be
3%.
Madaraaaa.
Oh no, it's not. It's probably a Dragon Fang because it could protect.
True. You're right. I will say though, Madaraaaa dealt with that Trick Room pretty well. Cycled around everything. Nothing got killed. Besides the hands, I suppose.
Yeah, but at the same time, you took a ton of damage on all of your important Pokemon.
I suppose that's true, but
the Iron Hands went down. The Rillaboom's at 10%.
I mean, with that said though, if indeed it comes in, it dies to Heat Wave, and you don't want to let Golden go. Stay in on the Heat Wave, otherwise Flutter wins. So I think Madaraaaa is in the winning spot. Meanwhile,
if this is
what did we just see?
I think you're fine.
Wait. Are we gonna see a Terror Blast from the Heatran, killing the Pescalesia? Yo! I know how strats is feeling. Although, I didn't get this problem in the tournament game, to be fair. So lucky me. Man, after this I really need to get to building, because I can't just pull up versus Chris with the same fucking 2 teams I've been rocking all tournament. I'm in a bit. I'm sure you don't have any spare teams by any chance, right, Grandma? You don't have anything you can pass me?
Teams passed to me. I've been getting teams passed to me. I don't have the ability to share them.
Okay, I feel you. Right, in that case, I need to start cooking myself a little. So
I wonder if this is a Scarf Goldengo here again. Does that even kill the Flutter main?
I don't think so.
He must know it's not, and that's why he said GG early.
Or
Yeah,
I suppose
no,
taking the beings. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's the Madaraaaa Keanu set.
That game 1 was wild.
Oh, absolutely.
And now, like, I never thought I would say this, but that was an entertaining wild stall.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, KyleCole is looking pretty. Oh, never mind. I forgot the one was up. Alright, goodbye, KyleCole. Alright, well, that was both 2 games.
They both ended at the exact same time almost.
You know what? I'm happy about that, because I'm. The stream is pretty lengthy at this point.
Like, oh my god, yeah, what were we, like an hour and a half or something?
Hour and a half, yeah. This must be like the longest.
That's like pretty reminiscent of our last call.
Oh, that's true. What did we do? We played a shit
we were an hour 15 and we played a shit ton of dubs.
Yeah, honestly, and then I think that was more entertaining than the actual game we're waiting on. Either way, it was enjoyable to cast, but I'm pretty tired right now. Either way, thanks for joining me.
Oh,
did a great job casting.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
We had some wild games. And that's that.